What we're going to look at today is we're going to look at a little combination of escapes, starting with the ghost escape. So if you're not sure what the ghost escape is, like so far what we've mainly worked around is like turning in towards our partner, trying to get this sort of normal type escape working. For the ghost escape, we're actually looking to try to get this arm across to the far side and take ourselves out and spin to this far side. But making sure that we set up is going to be key. So when he's got this, like, just again, normal side control, if he's got like super flat here, so if he drops his, was it your right hip, there you go, then the ghost escape's not happening. I'm going to have to try something else. But if he's just in a bog standard side control where we've got this little bit of space on the far side to work with, then the ghost escape is possible. So this arm here, first of all, I'm going to come down and I'm just going to cup the tricep. One of the main reasons I'm going to cup the tricep here is because I'm going to start to turn myself this way. Now, a normal reaction for him to try to block this is to try to bring his hand down, maybe block the hip here like this. So I'm going to hold on to the tricep so that as I start to spin out, he can't move the arm and take it across the body. So we're going to hold on to the tricep. We're going to do a little bump into our partner to try and release the head. So we bump up and we release the head away from the arm. This arm now is just going to push off of my partner's body, and key to this is getting this momentum of the swing. So there's a couple of different ways that this is going to work. Number one, we just kind of push off and we release away from our partner and we spin through and we just kind of end up in this sort of open guard position. Or if we want to stay a little bit more connected to our partner, we bump. As we swing through here, I'm going to drive my arm over the top of the head. So I come up into this front headlock position. So this is what we're going to just start with here. So just from the normal side control position, this arm that's normally down framing on the hip, we're just going to, if we need to, again, a little bump and bring the arm through to underneath. This hand, it's going to come down to the tricep just to block the arm in. Again, if we need to, if our head's already released, we don't need to take an extra bump, but if we need to, just a little bump, pull the head free, and then we're going to start swinging through. Again, your choice. As we spin around, we push off, come through into the open guard. Or as we spin out through here, as we start to come out, over the top of the head, spin up and into the front headlock. Just one extra little bonus one there. As we're spinning out, so as we come through to this far side, if he's not really moving much or not fighting much, we can also bring this hand down to the tricep and switch this one over the top of the head, start to push the arm, lock, and then we can like squeeze, and we've got a nice D'Arce choke to hit off of that as well. Let's mainly focus around the escape because that's what we're working on right now, but if you want to add the little D'Arce in at the end, then feel free to do so. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the ghost escape now with the phantom escape. This is a cool class today, right? So the ghost escape with the phantom escape. So we've done exactly the same thing here. We've gone out, we've bumped, we've started to swing around. And now as I start to come out, excuse me, he wants, because if he stays over here, then he knows he's starting to lose control. So one of the most common reactions is for this arm to come across to this side so that he can start like setting himself down into like a north-south position and just basically use his weight and crush me down. So as the arm comes across, so whether I've kind of lost it or he's just ripped it out of my arm and brought it across, now what we're going to do is we're just going to switch the arms over. So this arm is going to go to this side of the head. This arm is now going to go to this tricep on this side. We're going to push off the head, and now we're going to swing the legs back the other way, but this arm is going to drag his arm past. So as I swing back, I drag his arm past, and I come out onto the back, okay? So I'm going one way. When he adjusts and moves himself, I'm basically just switching my arms and switching my self back the opposite way. Okay, so here we hold, this arm comes through, I start to come out. He switches his arm, and drag through and up to the back. I reckon we get a little headbutt there as well.
A little one on the nose.
I reckon.
Could you take that nose right?
Yeah. Extra bonus points for headbutting your partner. So hold the tricep for the first one. We bump, we start to swing across. As I swing, he blocks, he's gonna start setting his weight down and the escape's just not gonna happen. So my hand goes to this side of the head, I come down to the tricep, I swing the legs back, so basically go in the opposite direction. Before, I'm going this way, now I'm gonna switch it and come back the opposite way onto the back. So ghost escape, when they switch to set their weight down into the north-south, we switch it up for the phantom escape. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just as a little bonus one to finish, still looking to take this arm across to the far side because it's kind of been the theme of the day, right? But instead we're gonna bring our normal frame underneath our partner, but we're gonna put our thumb inside the gi and we're gonna get a good grip on the gi here. So just like we were doing any sort of normal choke, just get the thumb and then it just turns into like this normal frame as you normally would do, like pushing up in towards the neck. When you're ready to go, we're just gonna give a little bump to give ourselves a little bit of space for this arm to come through and we're gonna lock onto our own bicep. Once we've locked onto our own bicep, we're gonna just start turning towards our partner and dragging like our elbows and his elbow down towards the floor. But as we do, this elbow is also raising up into the neck as well. So again, we just got our frame, and this kind of would be like normal frame, right? Where we don't have our hand inside the gi. We're gonna just put the thumb inside the gi and then get our same frame. Little bump, arm goes through. You can take your legs a little bit away just to create the space. Make sure that you're above the elbow line. So right up here above the elbow line, lock in, and then we're gonna start turning back towards our partner, belly down, and then pull the elbows down to the floor. So this elbow is gonna drive down at the same time as this one drives up. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna call that. If you guys can think of a cool name, let me know. 1, 2, 3, let's do it.